Welcome student in the next phase of the video. This is the preamble of our country's constitution, and in this we use some important words like justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, we the people. So why we use these words? What are the meaning of these words? Yes, then the meaning of these words, because our aims and objective of the constitution depend on it. So here, aims and objective of the Constitution of India. The aim and objectives of the Constitution of India are enshrined in its introductory note called preamble. Yes, by the preamble we can get that the what are the main motive of the Constitution and what will be get we in the Constitution. The preamble declared India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic. So what are the meaning of these words to introduce in the preamble? First is sovereignty. Sovereignty. And now you can see in this picture that our president hold the flag of the army and sovereignty. Sovereignty of India refers to its freedom from any type of internal or external control. Means the government of our country, the government of our country elected by the people of the country. So the government of our country having the power to do any type of work in our country and in external of the country, means the out from the outsider. Not any person can interfere of their work, of our country work. Like an example, yes, now the state of our country Jammu and Kashmir divided in two union territory. So it is the sovereignty of our country. Not other country can interfere in this matter. But you heard about the Pakistan. So the country told that it is the sovereignty of our country that we can do in entire the country what we like. Government means the government elected by us. So our government or we the people can do any type of activity in our country. Not the other and external power can interfere in our matter. And the socialist, socialist, this word refers to socialism. And in this picture you can see that all peoples, the resources of the country getting by all the peoples, not by the rich, can get the more, or the poor peoples can get less. So being socialist, India aims at reducing the gap between the rich and the poor. It strives to ensure fair distribution of wealth by providing equal opportunity of development to all its citizens and providing security to the elderly, children, unemployed and marginalized sections of the society. Means if the government started any type of scheme to all the peoples, that means equal to all, not much or not less. Being socialist, India aims at reducing the gap between the rich and the poor. Secular. This is important. Secular. And in this picture, you can think I am Sikh, Hindu, Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, Jain. But it is, you can see that it is Indian. So many religions, so many languages, so many castes. But at last, we are the Indian, and no one can discriminate on basis of their religion, caste, and because government means the country equal for all, means refers to not being connected with religion or religious matters. India does not have any state religion, means all are equal importance, and all citizens are allowed to profess, preach and propagate the religion of their choice. Means the peoples are free to choose their religion, to profess their profession and to worship. They can choose and they can follow. Yes, so many religions in India. In our country, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Christianity, Judaism, Hindu, Muslim, but we are one. So secularism refers to not being connected with religion or religious matters. And now the democratic republic. What are the meaning of democratic republic? Means the universal adult franchise. It refers to the right to vote, which has been given to all citizens of India who are 18 years of age or above. This is what makes India a democratic. People here are free to elect their representatives to form and run the government. Also, these representatives are accountable to the general masses for each of their actions. Means doesn't mean that the election, if the person win the election, that free to do anything. Yes, he will be responsible. Thus, the power remains in the hands of the people of the country. So, the head of the country and who run the government are the elected person, not by the hereditary. Our president elected by the peoples who elect by us, and our prime minister also elected person, not a hereditary system. So we are in a democratic nation. You can see in this that if the head of the state is not a hereditary king or queen but an elected representative, it is a republic, and a democratic state alone can become republic. So our country is a democratic republic. Points regarding it. It refers to right to vote which has been given to all citizens of India. And now justice. You know, we have three organs of our government: legislative, executive and judicial. Means the justice equal for all. No discrimination on the basis. The Constitution of India aims at providing social, economic and political justice to the citizens of the country. Means social justice, that all are equal before the law. No one can discriminate other persons. Economic justice with burdens and benefits. If we paying the tax, means if the government taking the tax, then the benefits also for us, not for the rich peoples or not for the poor peoples. Means if we paying the tax, that facilities for us. So the burdens equal and benefits equal. No discrimination on these basis. And social justice means no discrimination by the gender. So we are equal before the law. Then liberty. It is also in our constitution, our right, liberty. Liberty means that the preamble to the constitution assures liberty to citizens for thinking, expressing and worshipping according to one's own belief and faith. Means the peoples are free to choose anything and to express their views about the things. No one can. Thus, these rights, the citizens have been given the freedom to link, express their views and follow the faith and religion of their choice. The Constitution of India has provided 6 basic rights known as the fundamental rights to the citizens of the country. Equality. Equality means all are equal. Yes, has been outlined as the fundamental rights of the citizens of India. This right ensures equal opportunity for education, employment and health to all the citizens, which can allow them to realize their full potential and lead them on a path to development. The right prohibits discrimination on the grounds of caste, class, gender, religion and place of birth, which may hinder the development of the citizens. They are free to move the court if their rights are violated, then they can move to the court in case of violation of their fundamental rights. So right to equality, yes, you can see in this, in our constitution, article 14, equality before law, article 15, prohibition of discrimination, article 16, equality of opportunity, article 17, abolition of untouchability, article 18, abolition of titles. The right ensures equal opportunity for education, employment and health to all citizens. Now fraternity. Fraternity means the brotherhood. Means the preamble to constitution desired to achieve fraternity by enhancing the individual respect and inculcating national integrity, national unity. Yes, the word fraternity is included in the preamble with a view to show the seeds of brotherhood in the minds of the people, that the people survive in the society with the happiness and with the unity each other. So it is the fraternity. So by these points we can understand that our constitution prefer the peace loving constitution in the environment, and by the preamble we can know the points about our constitution. Thank you.